Hi everyone, happy Wednesday. I am back from vacation and not quite recovered. The last few days have had some unexpected crazy things happening. So that is why I did not get my Tag Tuesday video out. So it's going to be a Wednesday tag video this week. I am going to start coloring in this. So I do have a color along for October going on. And as you guys know, I'm always last minute with my tags. Hopefully next year that won't be the case, but I have Cattober Coloring 2021 right now. So can be any cats, wild cats, domestic cats. It can be something shaped like a cat statue, or like in A Million Cats, they have different gourds in the shape of cats. That works too, cat statues. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Cat, cat, cat. So just something a little different. I know there's some people that don't really like the Halloween pictures, and there are some that are probably like sick of coloring fall pictures, so this gives you something a little different to do. I plan to shift my cat focused coloring month next year, so that way, because October is like super busy for me. But anyway, all right, so now I've gotten off track. We should have known this was going to happen. So I'm going to start off coloring in this, but at some point I'll have to stop because I'm going to show you books. I was tagged for the, I think it's called the ParaOlympic Paralympics coloring tag. I was tagged by Liz at home, and I was supposed to do this last week and ran out of time before I left for the trip, so we're going to do it now. And I feel like I'm a little late to this tag because it does involve Olympic related stuff. So I'm going to tag a few people, but if they don't want to do it, or if anybody else wants to do it, feel free. I believe this tag was originated by Dani Buttons. I will put the link to Liz's channel. Thank you for tagging me, and Dani's in the description below. I am going to tag Tammy Colors 2, Samantha Oswald, and Ren Kelly for this. But really, anybody, if you want to do this and it hasn't made its way around to you yet, please do. I always love the tag videos, so they're always fun. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Let me open up. Like I said, you're going to see a very little bit of this. I might speed it up at the end just so you guys can see it's finished, but I don't know yet. We'll just have to kind of see how this goes. I'm using the Spree Brush Marker 50 set. This was actually a Happy Mo gift from a friend, and she was curious to see how these compare to the Wise Brand 50 set brush tip markers that I love. So I'm basically putting them through the paces, seeing how many pages I can get out of them. I do need to swatch them. I do want to do a comparison video. It will either be later this month or hopefully in November. So we're going to be coloring this page. And yeah, so let me shift my screen around so I can see everything. Always so prepared. There we go. Opening ceremony. What country were maybe? What country were you rooting from? Oh my gosh, y'all. Rooting for, or what country were you from? So I am based in the U.S. and I actually live in Tennessee, a little bit north of Nashville, really close to the Kentucky state line. I used to commute back and forth to Nashville when I first moved here. It is a very rural, very conservative area. Not necessarily, my views don't necessarily line up with a lot of people in this area, but this is the area I grew up in, and came back here because my family lives close by. So yeah, and I guess I was rooting for the U.S. kind of rooting for everybody. I guess I don't know. I don't watch the Olympics as much as I used to, like when I was a kid and stuff. So, which I mean, obviously the last few years have been kind of bizarre too. So, um, man, I really should have picked something where I didn't have to work quite so quickly. If you're wondering what I'm doing here, I'm trying to keep these lines wet so they don't, so I don't get lines. And so I'm having to kind of go back and forth to get a smooth look to this. Like I said, probably not the wisest thing to start with when I'm trying to look at the computer at the same time. Oh my gosh. Okay, hang on. Well, at some point I'm going to have to wait because we'll have to at least get this wall colored. Okay. Diving is question 2. What made you, quote, dive into coloring? Well, about three years and some change ago, I was just looking for something creative to do. I was kind of stuck in a rut. I wasn't feeling like playing video games as much as I used to. That wasn't quite getting things done for me. And I was suffering from fibro, depression, anxiety, that whole grab bag of fun times. And so I had originally started off with art lessons with a local artist. And just like I said, trying to tap into creativity. And it turned out, I don't know how, I think I came across Peta Hewitt's YouTube videos where she's an artist, but she would also color. And I had never thought about just coloring. And, but I tried it out to go ahead and get used to, you know, color wheel, color theory, things like that. And I found that coloring kind of hit all the buttons I needed, allowing me to be as creative as I wanted, or in this case, just to simply put color on paper, without having to just come up with something on a blank canvas, because I've never really been much of a drawer. I don't consider myself much of an artist. And rather than having something blank on the canvas, I really just wanted something I could put color or texture to and change. Like, that was how I wanted to be creative. So didn't really stick with art as much, just really started sticking with the coloring. And here we are. So gymnastics, what would you flip out for if you got it? That's a very good question. Why didn't I think this one through before I started this? I got everything else prepared. Let's see. Okay, now that I've colored that in, let me stop for a minute and think on this. What would you flip out for if you got it? Oh my gosh. Well, I was gonna say pencils like either the Luminance or the Lightfast pencils that are out there. I guess they're both made by Derwent. I've had them on my list for a while. Obviously, price point, I just don't use pencils enough to really justify getting them. So I would flip out for that. I would flip out for the next set of Copics. I do have Copic set A. If I got Copic set B, or like the rest of the Copics markers, that would be it. I would flip out. If I got like the rest of the sets of Copic markers, sketch markers that are out there, I would flip. Because that would set me up to just, you know, need to do refills and replacing nibs. So that would be super cool if that were to happen. So, okay. What item made you go, that was gymnastics. 4 is tennis. What item made you go back and forth before finally buying? I, I tend to be kind of an impulse buyer. This is not very often that I sit there and go back and forth to think about something. I would have to say probably my last Clara Markova book I got, which was Fairy Touch of Magic. Did I bring that down? Yes, I did. Okay, cool. Back when Clara Markova books were on Amazon, I felt they were a decent buy for me because, yeah, they were a little more expensive, but they are hardback books, single-sided technically if you don't count the art on the other side, though a lot of us do, of course. And the art's just spectacular. The paper's wonderful. So these are beautiful books. And back when they were on Amazon, I think they were maybe around $30 US. I felt like that was an okay investment. And then I guess it fell apart where they couldn't ship through Amazon anymore, so now they have moved over to Etsy. And these books went from like $30 to $60 when you include shipping. And I just was like, I can't imagine spending $60 on a coloring book. This was one of her releases that I hadn't been able to get. I think it had just come out when that happened. So I went back and forth on this one for a long time. But for my birthday this year, I decided I had, gave myself the points and the budget for it. I decided I would splurge on this one, which would be great for Halloween if I could get to it this month. Of course, have I colored in it all? No. No, of course I haven't. Of course I haven't. All right. Number 5, wrestling. What trend do you wrestle with? The Disney the Disney color by number books, the Hatchet Heroes, however you say it. Those are big. Those are all over YouTube. I know Dani herself loves those books, and so does, a lot of other people, and I do too. And every time I see those books, I'm like, oh my gosh, I want that so bad. And there's, so many of them and stuff. But holy moly, they're expensive. And, they're expensive, especially when you have to go to like the France Amazon site to order them. And so like I can't, they're expensive, and they're also double-sided, and I'm water-based markers are growing on me, but they're not like my favorite thing to use. I prefer to use alcohol markers. And sorry, I'm just checking to see which one is which. Okay, that's a darker one. I don't feel like a $40 coloring book that is double-sided that I'm going to use, have to use water-based markers on, or colored pencils or crayon or something like that on, make much financial sense to me. I would probably be more on board if they made them single-sided now and they were that price. I would seriously consider it. But it's just, I struggle with it because, like I said, I do love Disney, and those books look really awesome, and I love color by number, but I just can't justify them being two-sided, being double-sided, and then having to shell out so much money for them, even at a $20-something price. Like if I found them on discount. Maybe if there was like a $10 one out there, I would think about it. Maybe one of the smaller ones one day. But, I hate this time of year. It's cooled off a little, except for like today. It's humid and just freaking gnats. Ugh, drive me crazy. Okay. 6, marathon. What page took you the longest? Okay, now I think we have moved from the we've moved from the coloring portion to the show portion. We went to tell and show this time instead of show and tell. What page took me the longest? This one. So last year when Annie passed away, I was going through a really rough patch, and I don't do pencil very often, but I got in a mode where every day for a very many days, I can't even remember how long this took, I grabbed my Castle Art pencils and I worked on this page. It's out of Coloring Heaven Animal Wonderland Special, and I would just work for a couple hours every day. Oh, is that actually connected? I guess it is. It was the very first page in here. And this is by Kanoko Igusa, is that right? Yes. And it is in the Symphony of Cute Animals book, but of course you get the larger version here. And I colored all this with pencil and then colored the cat to look like Annie. It was super helpful. It just gave me a focus point. Each cat is different if they pass away, or how I cope with big things in my life, and in that particular moment just using pencil was where I was at. So yeah, this took many hours, but I absolutely love it, and I do need to frame it and put it on my wall. So that is what took me the longest. 7, basketball. What artist is a slam dunk for you? And that would be George Tufexis. Y'all have heard me talk about his books on here till like all the time. Just about every book he has I own. There's only a couple that I just didn't really like the subject matter, but his books are just beautiful. The color by number, oh, this one's probably, well, I want to show that one a little bit later, but the way they set up these, they're color by number, and it's just enough detail to require a little bit of time and investment and focus, but when they get done, they're just such spectacular pages. And I can do them with marker because of the type of book it comes in, but I mean, it's just, I love all of his art. It is a rare moment that like I said, if I don't own a book or two of his, I think it's due to subject matter. I have the By the Sea one. There's a By the Sea Shore that I thought was a combo of those two books. It was a little bizarre, but I don't have that one. And there may be one or two others, but pretty much if I know when his books are coming out, it is on pre-order. So he is my slam dunk artist. 8, surfing. What is your newest find? So this isn't necessarily, when I think of newest find, I think of newest find in terms of either a book from an artist I haven't gotten a book from before, or something different. And so my newest something different, y'all are gonna laugh, is this, which I haven't done any pages in yet. I don't own any paint with water books, and these, the person I saw that had some finished pages from this, these look so incredible, and they're just, they really are, they're just plain white pages, and then you come through and you add water to them. And we're doing a page this month. I am doing a page this month. So this is, again, totally unique. I don't own any books like this that are paint with water. So this is kind of my newest find, something different kind of thing. Great for those days where I really need minimal investment into my coloring with colorful results. So 9, synchronized swimming. What was your favorite buddy color? That would be the one that I did with Rubber Nuggy Arts, and it was out of A Million Owls back in May. and it was this page. And I did all this with Arteza watercolor pencils, and then the Pentel, I think, Solar Pop gel pens for the little dots and stars and stuff. And so I'm going to show her picture here. You guys can see that. I love her version. I love the whole thing. I love how mine turned out. I love how hers turned out. It was a really awesome page, something different, very fantasy feeling. So many stories happening here, like what's going on here? Who is this? Are they announcing them? What's with the bears? Like, they're dancing on a cloud. You've got bunnies cuddling here. There's just so much going on here, and so many different questions left unanswered. So I would say this was definitely my favorite buddy color so far. All right. 10, soccer. What is one goal you have for the end of the year? So I guess we mean coloring goals. My 40 for 40 really went off the rails starting in August, didn't it? I was plugging along. I was doing so well. I don't know if that's going to happen. We'll have to see. Maybe I can hit November running and like knock out a whole bunch of goals in like 2 months. But I'm thinking this is coloring goals. There's no way I'm getting my 10 books to finish done for the year, but what I would like to do is get half of them. I feel like that would be actually pretty substantial, since last year I only had completed 1 book, and that's the most I've ever completed. So I've finished 2 so far this year, the Space Coloring Book and Stone Mosaic Volume 1. So I am pretty sure Stone Mosaic Book 2 is going to be going to be the next one. And then after that, so I'd have to have 2 others. I'm thinking Little Witches, and then one of these 2, either the Color Counts Fairy Tales or the Jungle Animals Mystery Colors, are probably going to be the ones. These 2 require the most work. So yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm not huge on Christmas coloring, so I think especially in December I'll really be able to tackle these, but that's kind of my goal, is just to get to 5 completed books by the end of the year. So there's that. All right, 11, Decathlon. What are your 10 favorite books? So this has got to be 10 favorite books right now because I feel like I've answered this question before, and then of course that has changed some, but we'll start off with the George Tufexis. This is Spectacular Spring Scenes, color by number. It is a close choice because I just wanted to pick one by each artist. It was a close choice between this one and the Autumn Inspirations. I really love both of them, but this one I got, it was an Amazon 3 for the price of 2 deal, but I just love the color. The color is just gorgeous on the finished pictures. When I got this, I actually went ahead and completed 2 pages in the spring. There's the little one I call Forbidden Breakfast, and then this one. So I love all the pictures in this one, and he just never disappoints. So the second one, should I try to get, let me try to get all the non-cat ones out of the way, is one you just saw recently in my flip through for Halloween books, is the Spooktacular Halloween Adult Coloring Book. I love this because it just has cute pictures, funny scenes. Well, that's not really funny, but just different types of art. I love so many of these pages, like this one right here. That was one that I did. I actually own a second copy of this because I had some bleeding issues. that if I can't fix, I will of course have to come back through and there's a double page spread there. I really wanted to either do this one this year or where's it at? The weird one where Frankenstein's in the ballerina costume. Yeah, like I kind of wanted to do that one too, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I just absolutely my favorite Halloween book. I adore it. And like I said, just no question this one was in my top 10. A new one. Oh. I wanted to put this one in here because this is a fairly recent purchase. This is Kira Shershniva, part of her Color by Color series. This is Country Life. This is a little different than her seasonal ones, but I love the pictures. I love the art. I would love to see her do more of these in this style. I think she's focused a lot on the seasonal ones right now, but I gotta tell you, I love this one. I love this one. And the art in it's, look at that. I think I found the one for this month, y'all. That is the one for this month. I didn't even know that one existed. Come here, page marker. We're doing that one this month. Maybe. There we go. Anyway, and of course it is a color by number, and that is the page I've done in there so far. And it's on this really nice paper. So we have that one that I cannot flatten for anything. My favorite Jade Summer one, and one of the first Jade Summer books that I owned is Baby Dragons. I love this. I'm kind of doing a ongoing buddy color with Tammy Colors 2 with this one. It's 2 copies of 25 images. And it's not super complicated, but I just love the dragons. They're just so cute. There's actually one in here that would be great for Halloween. I might do this month. But I'm behind. She got her last one done. I need to ask her if we want to do this one for this month. She may not. Yeah, see, she's done hers, this one, and I haven't. So I need to get on that. You can see, this is my play around book where I just play around with all kinds of stuff. Pretty close to finishing it, but like I said, kind of just got off the rails with it, but it is a really cute book. Oh, another recent one that's Halloween related, and this one's an odd one. Very new. Tim book that, or part of my books that's just my favorite right now is this little square Halloween book by Belva Family. This was a Happy Mail gift, and I have 4 pictures completed in it so far, and I've only had it for a few weeks. And I guess you'll get a sneak peek at my completed pages, and probably some you'll see on Instagram, but they're just these little squares with numbers in them. And I did, my first one was with alcohol markers, and it was so cute. It didn't take hardly any time, and it's something I can just sit on my couch and color. But then I tried, while I was on a trip, taking my water-based markers, my tan knits with me. And I like these so much that that's what I've been using ever since. And that's probably what I'm going to use in this book. Okay, I have 2 others, but I'm not going to show those to you. Anyway, this is one of my favorites right now. It's just, it was great for when I was on my trip because it's quick and it's a smaller book. It, you know, already colors are in place for me. I don't have to think about it. It is Halloween related, which I absolutely adore. And the last few days where I've been at home and there have been things going on, this has been great for managing my anxiety, helping me relax. It's just, you know, sometimes you find a book that kind of turns into a comfort book, and it's not always the same book or style. It's just something that's just hitting your buttons right on target, you know, giving you what you need right at that moment. And this is it. So that's kind of the one going right now. How many have I done so far? That Really? Only 5? Oh my gosh. Okay. Cat books. Cats Around the World. You've heard me talk about this one a lot. Eva Carrera. No, I have not done one in this yet, but I should, and I should do it for this month. But these 2-page spreads, they are gorgeous, but they intimidate the hell out of me. They're just amazing. Amazing. Like, look at him, so excited with those sunglasses. He's all like, oh my gosh, llamas. Freaking llamas, y'all. And this one is sitting here trying to look at the map, and he's got his little fanny pack. Oh my gosh. Hopefully y'all can see that. Anyway, these are just amazing. Amazing. And she also tells you where these are at. So apparently kiwi birds have whiskers too. And then some of the pages are like this. Oh, these would be gorgeous with like some gel pens and some really light paint and markers. Oh, just so cute. So cute. Anyway, I love that book. I just love looking at. A lot of these books I just love looking at. So cooking with cats, what actually happened was I got this Coloring Heaven collection. It was Cats 2019. And there were pictures from Jess Erskine in here. And they were just food cats. This cat just looking done on top of the cinnamon roll, like, I'm just going to be fat today. Screw you. Just the cats with the food. I don't know. This is just freaking adorable. And so what I did was I wound up using watercolor pencils to color these two, which I still need to frame. I'm holding them in here. But what I did was sometimes, unless it's an exclusive design for Coloring Heaven, a lot of times you can go look for the artist and find the book that these came from. And these came from Cooking with Cats, and this is on Amazon. And these are also single-sided. So I get my pictures back. I get my sushi and my burger cat if I ever want to do something different. And then I've got all the others in here as well. So cute. I don't know what it is about that one in particular. And they're not super complicated pictures. Cat Doodles, Cuteness Overload. Need I say any more? Cats. Cats, just all kinds of cats in really cute scenes. Super adorable. I've done a couple in here. Back a few years ago, I did this one with, I think I counted it up. This was all the cats that I've owned, or even included some not my cats. And that was cool to do. I enjoyed that. And then I did this one using a limited color palette at one point. And then one of my favorite pictures of all time that has yellowed is this one. So, absolutely adorable book. Highly recommend it. How many are we on now? 1, 2, 3, 6. Oh, 7, 8. We got 8. Alright. This one, which I have not colored in yet, but is my favorite of the Lulu Mayo books, is A Million Cute Animals. No, I have colored in this one, see? It is not just cats, it is all kinds of animals, and this is one of her most recent releases, and I just love it. Love this picture. I don't know, this is just my favorite of all of them. This page I've wanted to finish for a long time. Might be a good month to do it because there are cats in there. Never run out of cat pictures. Did I say it was 9? Hopefully I haven't lost count. Yeah, that's 9. This last one's a tough one. Oh my gosh, it's my completed one. hold on a second. Let me find my mouse. Let me pause this for a minute. No, okay, I changed my mind. So, color counts, I would say, previously it was a mythical creatures one, I think, or mythical something. And that was a book that I had completed earlier this year. I guess I have, no, I completed that one last year. So I did do 2 books last year. And I was going to go grab that one, but then I realized this is the one I'm working in right now, and I love this one more than I love that one right now because I'm working in it. So we're going to say fairy tales. The color count books are great. I feel like they're a little expensive for just getting like, was it 11 unique images? Because you get a numbered color by number one, and then you get a one where you can color it however you like, which is just not really something I'm interested in. It does come with double page spreads, but the art in it is so much fun, y'all. So I feel like they are a little expensive to just get like 11 unique images, 11 give or take, but the art in them is spectacular. The use of color in them is great. The spree markers do great in these because a lot of times the yellows that they want, they'll ask for like golden yellows and stuff, and for like gold and stuff like that, and the spree markers have a variety of gold colors that do really well in these books. So this is one I'm working on right now, so we're going to call this my 10th favorite one. Alright, we're at 36 minutes, so I'm not going to speed up that one. We'll just post, I tell you what, when I get done with that picture, I will post it on the community page, and then of course I will post it on Instagram probably tomorrow if I get it done. So there we are. Again, I am tagging Tammy Colors 2, Samantha Oswald, and Ren Kelly. If you guys haven't done this, I checked your videos. I didn't see it. But if you don't want to do it, that's fine. Anybody else that wants to play along certainly can. I don't know why I'm stacking books. That's all my life is stacks of books, stacks of coloring books. So what is coming up? I figured this weekend I will probably do like a collection of cat coloring books, maybe ones that I've either colored in this month or that I would like to color in. You're probably going to see a little bit of overlap here, but we're going to do flip throughs on that. That'll be like my flip through. I guess we'll do flip through Friday, why not? And then next Tuesday I am doing a tag. I don't know if anybody's actually tagged me, but I'm going to do the fall coloring tag next Tuesday. I have, if I can color in the background, I already have a picture for that. And then we'll do another flip through Friday. I might pick some more cat books. I don't know. I might go back to some of my recent purchases and do flip throughs. We'll just kind of fill that one around. If I don't do a flip through, or even if I do, I would really like to do a coloring chat the next weekend just to kind of get you guys up to speed on what's been going on. Or if I really feel up to it, it'll be this weekend, but we're just going to say next. So couple flip through Fridays coming up. There's also another Halloween like scare tag that I need to look at. So that would probably be the following Tag Tuesday. So Tag Tuesdays, flip through Fridays, and then we might work in some coloring chats. I'm really not sure if I'm up to a live stream just yet, but I'm going to try to get back into the groove of at least some regular videos this month. And yeah, I've actually been in the mood to color, been coloring a lot the last few days. A lot of it's been color by number, but that's okay. That's really just been what I have to, what works for me right now. So I hope you guys are enjoying the Cattober coloring tag this month. I've seen a number of people use it already, and your pictures are awesome. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. I am really digging that. I'm digging Halloween and just trying to relax a little because the trip was great, but it was not a relaxing type of trip. It was a go, go, go trip. And then I got home and there were a couple little crisis things I had to manage. So right now I'm really in rest period. And I'm hoping to actually be in rest period throughout the rest of the week and weekend. I really need it for my health. So, but a flip through Friday won't be too big. So anyway, look for some videos from me upcoming. Be sure to check out my Instagram if you're on there. I will try to keep the community page updated a little bit here and there too. I hate to post the same picture across multiple social media things because you guys, a lot of you guys like me are on the same ones. But sometimes I do that too because people don't always, you know, go on Instagram or follow YouTube community pages all that much. So anyway, hope you guys are doing well. This took way longer than it should have. Thank you. Make sure, yeah, thank you, Liz, so much for tagging me in this, and thanks for letting me know. If you guys have tagged me, I am so behind on videos right now just because of everything going on. Please let me know. It is not that I don't want to do them, it's just at this moment I don't know if I've been tagged. So if you can let me know, that'll be great. Thanks guys, hope you're doing well, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.